Alright, greetings ladies and gentlemen, we're right back in with the beginner series. I'm glad everyone has seemed to be enjoying it still, leaving comments and stuff. So let's carry on. Where are we right now? Well, still in Rosewood, still trying to get to the fire station, the police station. It has been a bit of an ordeal. with lots of zombies. There was a question in the comments that I figured we could talk about at the start here, which is how do I choose a base? How do I choose a long-term base? There are a lot of factors to choosing a base. Note that what I say specifically applies here to single player. If you're playing multiplayer with loot respawns and stuff on, then my normal default is just to kind of pick somewhere that's near a town where I can get at that respawning loot. But in single player, where nothing respawns, and I'm only going to loot a location, once or twice my entire life and then move on, it's kind of, I want to pick something large that can hold all my stuff, assuming that I'm going to be doing my normal loot goblin thing eventually. I'd like to be close to a source of fuel, probably close to a water source, so that I don't have to worry about that too much. And other than that, the only real requirements are food. I need to be able to get food somehow, which for me on this version of the game, probably my preferred method is going to be foraging, maybe fishing. So somewhere close to like a forest zone where I can do foraging, somewhere close to a large body of water where I can do fishing. But it really depends on how you want to survive. If you want to just play, a gun-toting, like, looter kind of guy that gets all his stuff from towns, then you probably want to live close to a large town that you can loot so that you can go in to the town, grab your stuff, get out, return to the countryside. Are respawning zombies on in your save? Because if they are, then you may want to consider the local zombie population, because they're going to be coming back at you all the time. In the context of this run, in Apocalypse difficulty, where respawns are turned off, that's less of an issue. Anywhere I want to live, I can make safe simply by making sure all the zombies are dead, as we've been doing right now. But really, in the long run, is not my concern, and probably won't be for quite a few more episodes, assuming we live that long, simply because where I choose to live right now is kind of determined by what I have access to right now, which is just this small little chunk of safe Rosewood. There's no real definitive reason to leave in a hurry, simply because everywhere I go right now, there will be more zombies and more loot, and there's not really a compelling reason to stay other than there's still loot here, and I've already killed a bunch of zombies, so I might as well stay here, work on raising my skills, and figuring it out. We're going to be basically sheltering in place until I'm confident that we can safely move about the world and clear the world of zombies kind of bit by bit as we go. Let's grab that shiv that we made last episode and see how it does. Take that, zombie. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Do I have any other weapons on me? Okay, saucepan is going to have to be used as a weapon. Paring knife, screwdriver. Yeah, we're actually running very low on weapons right now. So, that in mind, let's focus in on shoving zombies down and stomping on them. Let our shoes be the weapon. Come on. Yeah, it took a lot of stomps. And then if we end up fighting more than a couple zombies, we will have to use what we got. We are so close to hopefully getting more weaponry. The fire station is right there. And an axe would be great right about now as we're down to like a screwdriver, a shiv, and a saucepan for weapons. Down on the ground, sir. Go stand on top of him, shove the next one down. Stomp, stomp. There we go. Shove him down again. Stomp, stomp, stomp. There we go. How's it looking over there? 2 zombies. This whole exterior fence didn't used to be here. Loath though I am to do it, we're gonna crouch and not stop to kill every zombie for a moment. It's the moment we can get into the garage, we should be able to find something that we can use as a weapon. Also interesting, no fire trucks or anything in the lot. Oh, that's more zombies than I bargained for. That's more than the two at a time I was hoping for. Let's just get in, stomps and shoves while we can. Oh, I'm exerted. How did I end up exerted? Dang it. That's okay. It gives me time to back up, fight these guys to thin out their distance between each other, and kind of think it through. Let's just jog away. Oh man, but yeah, until you're very far along in the game, it's hard to pick a long-term base just because the immediate short-term just takes precedence. Like, we don't have transport yet, we don't have good weapons or food, so we're just kind of stuck here. And note that it takes me 30 to 40 minutes to record an episode, so we're on, what, part 7? So this is after 3.5 hours of play. I'm still very much in survival mode, not in, thriving or homesteading mode at all yet. And I don't know how long it'll take to get there in Build 42. I don't know how long. Of course, dying was a major setback. Dying and losing all of our combat skills was part of the problem. And that's on me for gambling on the risky move, Okay, let's just sit for a minute. Sitting with fast forward on is dangerous. Probably you shouldn't do it, but I will take that risk. Come on, get down. Now, I know some people really like wearing firefighter gear because it's very good armor, right? The helmet, very good wind, water resistant, all of that. Bite and scratch defense is huge. 70 defense on bite, 80 defense on scratch. That's way more than before. But vision impairment and discomfort. Here, we'll put it on just so you can see. So the moment we put that hat on, watch the vision cone in front of me, how it shrank. And if I take the hat off, unequip, watch my vision cone, it widens a bit. So the more stuff you wear that impairs your vision, the smaller your vision cone, the harder it's going to be to see anything. And that is rough. There is something, what do we have for shoes? We just have regular shoes. We're going to take his work boots. They're in perfect condition. Those I will wear. It's kind of the same thing with firefighter pants, right? There's a discomfort value. They're very wind and water resistant. They have decent defenses, even with the hole in them from being, on a zombie. But they cause discomfort. Discomfort is a new mechanic that's been added to a lot of clothes and armor. Basically, it makes you depressed, as far as I can tell, which is certainly a debuff. So we can no longer easily just run around in armor all the time. But yeah, if you don't mind the penalties and you don't mind sweating a ton in game, the firefighter gear is still good. But because of how I play, I tend to want to basically just be in regular clothing and move very quickly and lightly and rely on not getting hit. But if you're not confident in your ability to pilot the character and you're not wanting to put in, a bajillion hours getting used to that, armor's fine. Wear the armor. Just remember to take it off so that you don't get your character super uncomfortable, depressed, and stressed and stuff. No one wants to live in full plate all the time, I suppose. Alright, crush him. I'm also kind of hoping... I'm going to drop the work boots on the ground. We might need them later. I'm kind of hoping one of these guys will drop a key to the building. But now we're going to be taking a little risk here. We're going to go sneak in if we can. Maybe the front door is open. Maybe we can get in. Yeah, the fire station would be another great location for a base. It's probably the most popular base on Reddit, as far as I'm aware. It has a garage, it has a bunch of tools. Rosewood as a town has everything you need to kind of get going, to survive long term, and keep going. Get out of here, get back, fall down, so I can stomp that one down. Okay. So if you're not sure where to go for a base, Rosewood Fire Station. Simple, easy, very easy to get to. I would like to spend time exploring the map and getting out into the various new wilderness locations that have been added. Of course, there's not much to do out there but craft, but there's a lot of crafting and hunting and gathering we could do. Tempted to sit on the bench, but let's just sit on the ground for a little bit, recover our exertion if we can. Okay, that's 10 minutes in-game past. Let's sneak and see if these doors are unlocked. Please be unlocked. Locked. No, they're locked. But yeah, this space, it also looks like it's maybe gotten a little bigger, Rosewood Fire Station. That's something to consider as well, is if you have people you're playing with that you want to live with, you're going to need space for them. My general advice of picking something large to hold all your loot, you can easily give up some space for crates of loot and have friends instead. Come on. There we go. Stomped. We saw a guy on a window. Is he just right here? Yeah, he's right here. Sneak up behind. Oh, we got the stab. Hell yeah. Short blade power. Give my shiv back, please. Oh, no. I didn't mean it. Okay, apparently doing the short blade ninja attack from the back aggroed both these guys. Trying to get a little exertion back before we fight them, but I don't know what's going to happen. We may be pushed back. Can I convince them to stick to this fence? Convince them to aggro the fence? Now they're going to walk around, meaning this fence may or may not be destructible. Yeah, I can't attack it. Or there's no, sound reaction when I attack the fence. So maybe this fence is indestructible, I don't know. Oh nope, that zombie is attacking the fence in the bottom right, so it probably is destructible, just maybe players can't damage it? Don't know. Okay, that gets him down. Push the other one down. Stomp on him. What I will say is, killing zombies this way seems to be making us very exerted. Oh, okay, he's down. Good. He's down. One stomp. check them for keys, check in the wallets to keys. Someone also asked, why am I still grabbing digital watches? And that's a very good question. I grab digital watches because we can dismantle them for electrical EXP, and we're going to need electrical EXP for electrical level 1, which is going to help us when it comes to hot wiring cars later. So we have more options for what we drive. Okay, I think we're good to carry on. Do I have anything? Oh, my sandwich has gone stale. I'm just going to eat all of it before it starts to, like, rot. Once food goes rotten, you should under no circumstances eat it. You'll probably get really sick. Maybe die if you have other circumstances. Stale food generally will just make you sad. Ooh, he has something stuck to him. Is that a hammer or an axe? Probably an axe, given that it's stuck in his shoulder. Come on, dig him down. What do you got? A hatchet. Perfect. Let's throw that on our belt. Lots of good pairs of work boots. I really don't think I'm going to need them all, but sure. Hello, zombie. Need you to fall down. Okay. Stomp on her. She's gone. Check that wallet. No keys in the wallet. Okay, we need to keep resting. Oh man, 9 p.m. Okay, it's 10 minutes of rest. 9 p.m. in game. After like 3 episodes of saying we're gonna try and get to the fire station, here we are. Finally here. Gonna try this door. Nope. Try this window. Yes. Please don't be a house alarm. Okay, we're in. Oh man, just gonna close the curtains. Holy heck, I heard like an echo when I closed that window. They've really done good things to the audio. Now this place may be full of zombies. Sneak, we'll keep a careful watch. It looks like the interior is mostly the same as I remember it being. This is different though. Ooh, there's like garage doors on either side. Oh man, I have the hatchet. Oh, that's so many guys. Okay, so you can't fix garage doors in the game. Oh. Gonna hate it, but we're gonna open up the garage doors. Just checking for weapons. Please be something. Tire iron is gonna have to do. Okay, before we get jumped, we're just gonna run and open these, then go around. We're probably gonna get the interior of this place utterly destroyed. I don't think I have the exertion, even with weapons on hand, to fight this many zombies comfortably. So it's about 9 p.m., 9:30 in game. We're just going to fast forward walk and leave. We're going to go all the way, because we didn't manage to really secure anywhere we could sleep. We're going to have to walk all the way home. It's just going to be tedious, but that's the way of things. Once we properly manage to secure the fire station, everything will be better. Or even if I could just... I mean, I have the hatchet now. Because really, we weren't trying to go to the fire station to make it into a base. I just needed an axe. And I've got that. I actually do have an axe now. So I could conceivably... I do want to go back, though. There was a crowbar that we didn't grab. So I was in a hurry, and there were zombies chasing me. Be cool to have that crowbar. Okay. Once again, I think I've gone up the wrong street, so let's go one more street to the upper right. But yeah, crowbar might be a good tool to have. But anyway, we're back home. It's very dark. Corpses stinking up the lawn still, but mission basically, technically success. We got that hatchet, so we can chop down a tree. Do I have in my stuff? Yes, I have the hacksaw still. Let's move that onto our person. Oh man. And we never found, well, I didn't really have time to look to what these keys might go to. That's okay. So it's 11 p.m. in game. We're about to be doing some carpentry, I think. We're going to fortify our base a little here. Again, not because I really want to stay here, but because this is where I've done the most clearing. This is where I've stockpiled my food, my tools, my books. So this is going to be the starter base. Once we have a car and we start doing proper, air quotes, loot runs, we're either going to have to bring it all back here, or I'm going to have to pick a different building, board that up, get that set up, that kind of thing. That's all choices for future Ducky. For now, read carpentry, then we deal with fortifying the various windows and all of that. Oh, also, do I have nails? Do I have a box of nails? If not, then we have one more thing we actually need to find. So we can't do nothing if we don't have nails. We don't have nails. Dang it, we can't actually fortify the base yet. There are no nails to hammer in the boards. Versus. So we have a bit more looting to do. So I'm going to read on the fast forward setting until like 1 a.m. Close enough. Again, now that I've realized we're missing something still, we don't need to really worry about finishing reading carpentry. We'll keep working on that each night until it's done. Put that down. And we are still going to be just sleeping in our armchair for now, unfortunately. Cannot fix the bedroom yet. Okay, we're awake. 7 a.m. Very good. This tire iron will serve as a perfectly good weapon. So what we need is a box of nails. Where are we going to get that is the question. I feel like I saw a box of nails maybe in one of the garages over on Quiet Street, which is one street over. So let's go cut across the backyards here. Go recheck those locations. Like over here, this little garage area. Did we get lucky over here with nails? No. And I suppose why so fixated on repairing that bedroom? And honestly, I don't actually know why. I could just use another bedroom. We could sleep in one of these other houses and just go to that other one to like cook and stuff. We could kind of live distributed our stuff, our options and stuff everywhere. Small knife, granola bar, that's breakfast. Hey, a March Ridge map. So whenever you read a map in game, watch what happens. It pops up with this, which is perhaps not terribly useful, but if you hit the map button, the M key on the keyboard, and zoom all the way out, you'll now find March Ridge, the map we just looked at, has now been revealed on the map, on the main map, one that you always have kind of in your head. You no longer need to carry the March Ridge map. So we put the March Ridge map away, we open up the map again, and March Ridge is still there. That's kind of where we're at. That gives us another place we know how to get to. A lot of buildings, although, if nothing has changed since last build, also a lot of zombies. Oh yeah, and there's a knife, and there's a rifle in here. Someone asked a few episodes ago, like, oh, why not take all this cool military gear? Was it too good for a tutorial run? And the answer is, most of this is not useful. Aiming and reloading books, we're not going to be shooting guns for a while. We don't need the fancy jackets, although I might like the look of, let's see how the hunting jacket looks, but we don't really need them for armor, for aforementioned reasons. It looks kind of meh. In terms of armor stats, the hunting jacket is really good. 30 bite defense, 50 scratch defense. Oh, another thing. Combat speed modifier, I believe, is functional right now, but run speed modifier is still broken as far as I'm aware and does not function. The negative penalties don't function anyway, just like in Build 41. If you have up-to-date info on that, or sources, or whether it is actually that way or not, let me know, because it's just something that I've seen a few times on Reddit that people have said, and as far as I can tell from playing by feel, it seems to be true. Basement is closed. So, these locations did not have boxes of nails. There's one more garage. I want to go look over again. Oh yeah, this zombie that I left here last time. Come here, you. Let's get you dead. But with all of our various gear, even without a car, we could kind of start roaming the land. We have a saucepan and a sleeping bag and a hiking bag, so we could leave, could wander far, but... Oh, I didn't realize this basement door was here either. Also locked. Okay. Oh yeah, this little square building. Square garage. Was there anything of use in here in terms of boxes of nails and so on? Screwdriver is a weapon. So again, we're still kind of in a weapon shortage. I don't want to use that hatchet unless I have to. Oh, rubber hose. We'll need that to siphon fuel later. Grab the rubber hose. I think we might also need a funnel. Don't quote me on that though. Okay, so no nails. But since we're fresh and fighting fit, we're going to go back down to the Rosewood Fire Department and see maybe we can fight it out. Oh, I have come out. This is not the correct spot. Guy should have taken another turn. Yeah, go this way, turn left. I was like, man, that's a lot of zombies. And these landmarks are not familiar. Yeah, this is the correct direction. And then we go down. There's the laundromat. Yup, I know where I am. Ooh, actually, right flag in. Are these unlocked? No. Just as a side note, a bar or an inn that has, like, beds upstairs is another great place to use as a multiplayer base or as a single-player base, because there are a bunch of identical individual rooms. You can ditch most of the beds and turn each room into a specific storage, gun storage, welding supplies, and so on. So that's another potential option. Just because our starter topic today was kind of long-term bases, right? But really, you can make anywhere work with enough effort. Enough effort and willpower. Oh, I hear zombie. I think I know where I'm hearing zombies from. We left them behind us earlier. They were in this room, as you may recall. They're probably still in there. I'm curious. They're still standing right where I left them, which is kind of scary. They haven't moved. Oh yeah, they seem to be almost entirely deaf. They do not hear me barely at all until I'm within one tile of them. Okay. Anything in here? This is all clothes. Okay. And what's upstairs, actually? I've never gone up the stairs in the new version. Are these apartments? Is this storage? I hear them. Yeah, this is all clothing storage. Got it. Most of those racks are empty. I see a kitchen in the back. Oh, and that's it. We can't actually access that kitchen. Okay. Looks like we can go downstairs over here, though. Where does this put us out? Yeah, they've definitely changed these spaces up quite a bit. Okay, well, let's get back down toward the fire station if we can. I don't know, we only have a few minutes left. Maybe I don't want to get into a big horde combat. Okay, let's change plans. We'll mess with fire station later. Let's go in the bookstore. There are, as you may have noticed when playing, a variety of skills in the game, and which ones you work on, which ones you want to play with is going to kind of determine your path in life. And what I know I wanted to do was get into wood carving in game so that I could make my own weapons. So if we could find a carving level 1 book, or I think I have foraging at home. The carving would be great. Animal care, foraging 1. Just in case we don't have foraging 1, I'll grab that. Remember that we can always come back and grab stuff later. Ooh, welding level 1. Okay, we'll do a little book run. We'll make a book run out of this. We'll load up our satchel with a bunch of level 1 books. Not multiples of tailoring 1, however. Just need the 1. We'll go from there. The bookstore is definitely more sparse on skill books than it was in the prior build. A lot of this is just like what I would call junk books, entertainment books. Hey, there's napping, stone napping. That's adjacent to carving and usefulness. I'm just going to close that door. But yeah, it really feels like they've adjusted the game's base loot so that there's just less of everything. Even if there are more containers, they just contain more trash items or more like intermediates for crafting. Don't know how I feel about that yet. Jury is still out. Yeah, there's just nothing in those racks but entertainment type books. Okay, for now, let's haul these books home. That's a simple task that I can complete in, under a few minutes. But that's more progress. And I guess the other thing to note is you can see it as I play and as I try and explain my process, is I'm constantly juggling a list of shifting mental priorities of what to do, where to go, and what I need. And you probably are just going to have to play a bunch to get a feel for how that'll work out for you, but don't be afraid to change your plans. This episode, we were super focused on finding an axe because I thought I had nails. We were going to fortify this place up. And then it was like, well, do I need to fortify this place? All the zombies are dead. Do I really need to? And I'm not entirely sure, especially if I'm going to move somewhere else. So just kind of embrace the chaos. Embrace the chaos and figure it out. Figure it out as you go. And I do have a foraging book, so this other one I'm just going to shove under the sink for now. But yeah, there's so much to do in-game, a lot of various little things to work on that will all add up to hopefully surviving for a long time and discovering joy in the process of the game. So, I will say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have questions or tips for other players, leave those down in the comments so we can all benefit. And to everyone supporting the channel through YouTube memberships or through Patreon memberships, thank you so much for your support. It has been baffling and wonderful to see so many people finding the channel for the first time and really enjoying the Zomboid content. So I'll get the next episode out to you as soon as I can, and I will say happy surviving, and I will see you all in the next one.